We've all been there, making a mistake and wanting to fix it quietly, hoping no one will notice. But sometimes, keeping things to yourself can make the situation worse. Here's what happened in this story and what we can learn from it. I discovered a major mistake in my code that had made its way into production. It was my fault. I hadn't properly tested it. At this time, I figured no one had noticed, so I decided to quietly fix it on my own without telling anyone. I quickly patched the issue and pushed the fix directly into production. I mentioned the bug in my merge request, but didn't think it was a big deal. After all, the fix was simple and I believe it wouldn't cause any further problems. What I didn't realize was that the bug had already been noticed by our customers. Our customer service team was alerted and they began investigating the root cause without knowing I had already resolved it. Later, I got a message from a manager that hit me hard. They expressed their relief that the bug was fixed, but were disappointed that I hadn't communicated about it. They told me this wasn't the first time they'd learned about an issue I caused from customers rather than from me. They emphasized the importance of transparency and said my behavior was eroding trust within the team. It's tempting to think I'll just fix this fast and no one will need to know. But keeping it to yourself, other teams, like customer service, ended up wasting time tracking a problem that was already solved. Worse, your manager found out about the issue from customers instead of you. That probably made it seem like you were trying to hide something, even though your intentions were good. Think of transparency like turning on a light in a dark room. It helps everyone see what's going on and feel more confident about what's being done to fix the problem. When you don't speak up, it leaves everybody guessing. Even if the bug is already fixed, not knowing can cause confusion, duplicate work, and most importantly, make it harder for your team to trust you. Your manager's feedback about trust is key. When you're upfront about issues, even mistakes, you show your team that you're reliable and honest. But if they find out about problems from someone else, it can feel like you're not being a team player, even if that's not your intention. Over time, that can chip away at trust, which is hard to rebuild. Speak up early, even if it's uncomfortable. The next time you spot a bug in your code, tell your team right away, even if you're already fixing it. A quick message like, "Hey, I found a bug in production, working on it now." It's enough. Share what happened and what you're doing to solve it so everyone is on the same page. This little thing, it shows accountability. It saves others from chasing down a problem that you've already solved. Nobody's perfect, mistakes happen. The most important part is showing that you're learning. After fixing a bug, talk with your team about what went wrong. Suggest ways to prevent similar mistakes like adding more tests or double-checking risky changes. When you take the lead on improvements, it shows you're committed to doing better. Rebuild trust one step at a time. Trust isn't lost forever. It just takes consistent effort to rebuild. Start with being more proactive about sharing updates, helping out if there's any fallout from this bug, like talking with customer service or writing a post-mortem, asking your manager for advice on how to improve your communication going forward. These actions, they show that you're serious about being a better teammate. Use tools to catch mistakes early. You can't avoid every bug, but you can reduce the chances of one slipping through. Think about adding more automated tests to catch issues before they hit production, setting up a review process, even for quick fixes, to get a second set of eyes on your work. These steps don't just help you, they make life easier for the whole team. The bottom line, be open even when it's hard. The big takeaway here, it's always better to let your team know what's going on, even if it feels awkward or unnecessary. When you're transparent, you save time, build trust, and show that you're someone your team can count on. Everyone makes mistakes. What matters most is how you handle them, and being upfront is always the best move. You got this.